Man, I would like some tech news right now. Huh? Oh, it's this video? My bad. Hey everyone and welcome to Newstone. I'm your host Hazel and today we got some juicy news. Let's get started. Finally, some news for Pixel 5a. Google Pixel 5a is rumored to launch on August 26 for $450. Dang, that's a deal. The upcoming Pixel 5a has surfaced a bunch of times, but this time is the most interesting. The new rumor apparently tells us that the affordable smartphone is due to launch on August 26, and it will allegedly be priced at $450. In terms of specs, we should see a 6.4-inch screen, Snapdragon 765G, 6 gigs of RAM, and a 4650 mAh battery. The camera will be the same on the Pixel 5, and the 5a will have a headphone jack and IP67. As usual, there will be no wireless charging, and there's only one color called mostly black. Since it got the 765G, it will support 5G like the Pixel 4a 5G, which if you compare the specs, it will be a nice upgrade. Sadly, the Pixel 5a will launch in just two markets, which is around 6 less than the one we will see the Pixel 6 series. These two markets are the US and Japan, where mid-tier budget phones are pretty dang rare, so good for them. But for other countries like India, doesn't matter since Xiaomi or Realme probably a better deal anyway. Speaking of Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 is coming on August 10 with guess what? Stylus support. Wow! As we know, the Mi Mix 4 is coming, which if you want to learn more, you can watch a video right here. But the company finally confirmed that it will unveil the Mi Pad 5 on August 10, the same event. Xiaomi hasn't revealed much about the Mi Pad 5 so far. However, the image shared on Weibo confirms that the Mi Pad 5 will come with stylus support, but we don't know if it's included in the box. It also tells us that the Mi Pad 5 will have flat frames and antenna lines, suggesting metal build and LTE or 5G connectivity. The Mi Pad 5 series is rumored to include 3 tablets. All 3 are set to feature a 120Hz refresh rate, 10.9-inch IPS LCD display with 240Hz touch sampling rate. They will be powered by the Snapdragon 800 series chipsets. And this just in, another teaser appears to have the Mi Pad 5 with keyboard accessory. Neat, Xiaomi has just dropped a new poster showing the Mi Pad 5 screens with rounded corners, and the keyboard cover case that has a lighter texture on the surface. Premium. Other than that, we'll have to wait for more. Subscribe? What? Google is apparently considering buying Epic during Fortnite clash. As the updated court document says, Google actually considered buying Epic Games as the company's pair over Epic's Fortnite Android app, according to newly unsealed court filings. Recently, Google lifted some of its reduction in Epic's antitrust complaint against Google. Sadly, the complaint still omits many details about Google's dealings, but the new details reflect internal Google communication about competition on Android. Epic claims Google was threatened by its plan to sidestep Google's official Play Store by distributing Fortnite through other channels, aka sideloading. But Google actually admits that the sideloading process is a pain in the butt compared to installing it directly from the Play Store. However, the internal messages discussing that possibility remain secret, and the complaint doesn't indicate that Google ever reached out to Epic with those plans. But think about it, Google owning Epic, dang, that's not good for anyone. Hear me out, I know it's risky, but I gotta do the speed run. The Steam Deck sadly will not boost performance while docked, unlike the Nintendo Switch. So the Steam Deck will perform the same both in handheld and docked modes. It seems like Valve prioritized the system to be used on the go, which doesn't mean that you cannot plug in a monitor. You can, but the performance will stay the same, whether docked or mobile, meaning you'll experience a performance hit when gaming at a higher resolution, which means the 30fps target in 800p doesn't apply to 1080p or higher. Well, that's a bummer since I'm sure they can do it. Her Google custom Tensor SoC might be just an unreleased Samsung Exynos. What? It seems like Tensor may just be a rebranded unreleased Exynos chip that Samsung has been working for more than a year, the Exynos 9855, which also goes by the codename Whitechapel. Sounds familiar? This SoC was apparently developed at the same time as the Exynos 2200, which will launch in the Galaxy S22 line next year. Given the internal designation, Tensor seems closer to the Exynos 2100, which is inside the S21 family. So it seems like the performance of Tensor will be right in the middle of those two. Interesting. Whoa, Razer will finally let you sign up to beta test the RGB face mask, which project Hazel is now called the Razer Zephyr. Razer recently announced that its lead N95 mask has a new name and a beta program for the planned Q4 launch. The futuristic-looking project Hazel has turned to Razer Zephyr, and you can sign up to be a beta tester right now on Razer website. Razer has not provided any additional information on the release, or when beta tester can expect to receive that mask. But hey, I guess RGB masks are a thing now. It seems like Huawei revenue sees the biggest ever fall yet. Huawei revealed its biggest decline in revenue in the first half of 2021. It fell almost 30% to 35.5 billion euros. As we know, Huawei sold parts of its mobile phone business, aka Honor, which analysts say contributed to the drop. The ban war also made it hard for Huawei to buy US components and software. They also cited the effects of chip shortage on its business. Revenue from Huawei's consumer electronics, including phones, fell by 47%. Oof, Huawei's not doing good. Authorities in China sue Tencent over WeChat's youth mode. Apparently, the lawsuit claims the app violates child protection laws. People in Beijing are suing Chinese tech giant Tencent, claiming the youth mode on its WeChat app is against law protecting minors. When used in youth mode, it restricts younger user access to function like games, though it doesn't specify how it violates the law. But action comes a few days after a Chinese newspaper referred to online game as opium for the mind. Interesting word. However, Tencent did not immediately comment about the lawsuit, so let's wait. Oh, you're exhausted? Alright man, take some rest after this. But come back on Friday for more juicy tech news like this one and consider subscribing so you won't miss it. Done? Peace out.